After a boy accidentally urinated on his mother discovered strange fuzz growing on her back. Even more disturbing, she noticed facial hair starting to appear and her teeth becoming noticeably sharper. At first, Mary ignored these strange developments. One day while taking her son to the park, a group of dogs suddenly surrounded her, behaving as if she were one of their own. This delighted Mary, who ran with her son to the lawn to play with the dogs. She remained unaware that animal-like fur was gradually covering her face. That evening, as Mary prepared to wash up, she felt pain in her back. Lifting her shirt, she discovered a 4-inch abscess that was extremely painful to touch. Frightened, she quickly heated a needle to sterilize it and pierced the abscess. To her shock, she pulled out a long strand of fur. Mary's sense of smell became extraordinarily sensitive. From a simple cheese cracker, she could instantly identify all 18 ingredients. While sleeping that night, Mary was awakened by barking. Opening her door, she discovered several neighborhood dogs had come to find her. At first, she thought they wanted to play, but quickly sensed something was wrong. Initially, Mary believed the previous day's events were just a dream. But the next morning, her son approached her carrying a dead mouse. Horrified, she immediately told him to throw it away. Only then did she realize everything that had happened was real. Determined to understand what was happening, Mary went straight to the library to ask the librarian for a book about women turning into dogs. The librarian was completely baffled by this request, but seeing Mary wasn't joking, found her a book explaining magical women. Back home, Mary began studying the book. She discovered it described a peculiar type of woman who, after having children, would build nests and eventually transform into a large bird yearning for freedom. As she read, Mary was suddenly transported into a vision where she became the bird living in a tree described in the book. She was only pulled back to reality by her son's voice. Learning her son was hungry, Mary quickly took him to a restaurant. During their meal, the wooden utensils suddenly broke. Rather than asking for replacements, Mary simply began eating with her hands.